So I heard the other day that Grumpy the dwarf got pock-picketed. I can't believe anybody would stoop that low.
You know, you were 1 in a million last week.
That was a good one.
What's up, guys? Mardi Gras Man 23 here, and it is time for another edition of the AFoOL podcast. I don't even know what number. Oh, 135. This is number 135. We think Jabo's on vacation, so he couldn't make it. So we have a special guest down below. That is Heather from Heather's Little Corner, and she's not in her corner.
I am not in my corner.
This
Can't
is
put baby in a corner.
This is Joey. This is BrickTrains. This is his channel. It's his basement. We're just here.
Yeah.
So, what do we have today?
Well,
I'm falling. I'm lagging. I gotta find the notes.
oh,
Joey, can you mute me for a minute?
yeah. Wow, can I do that in real life?
It is something you don't hear often.
Oh, she's talking to Alexa.
Maybe she's ordering your Dr. Pepper.
Oh, you ready to come back, dear?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess for everybody that doesn't know, Heather is my wife, and she has her own YouTube channel, Heather's Little Corner. Somewhere there's a link.
Just look for me. I'm out there.
I'll put a link in the comments somewhere. So, all right. Well, our set of the day for the episode is 135.
We're about to check out the vault.
Let's see if I can whip one out, Joey.
All right, go ahead. Whip it out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
135. Eventually, we're going to get to something I might have.
Yeah.
Maybe I used to have.
Yeah.
So this is another classic build box.
It's a basic set. It's a universal building basic set. I don't know. It's not a bad looking little set.
So do these sets have instructions for all of those models, or?
I don't think these do. No, I think it's just a box of stuff. Then you can build whatever. There's probably a idea set or something. Well, let's look.
There's a white duck on there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go here and go 135 and see if it lists instructions. Set 135.
I noticed it had a train.
Yeah. No. So just the box and just the set. So no instructions for 135. Although Brick Set seems to think there is.
Instructions is in your brain.
That's it. There you go. So yeah, I guess you got the wheels and windows and doors and stuff, so you can build boats and cars and the whole 9 yards.
A duck.
A duck.
Well, this is a twofer for Jabo, a duck and a train.
A duck and a train. Yeah, he has to have this one. That's not even on my wanted list. The only value to this set is the box.
Is that a houseboat?
A houseboat? No, I think that's a freighter. Oh, you mean over here?
No, it looks like I see what it looks. It looks like the house is on the boat from unless you look in, you can see the house behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that too. It's a houseboat. We can call it a houseboat.
We'll have to get Alex to see if it floats.
Jeez. All right. So
do you have that?
No, I do not. Not a set I have. I mean, honestly, like I said, the box is the value here. There's nothing really unique or rare in there. So, but
yeah, that's
so
kind of a letdown for our vault set.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great set. It's I mean, I don't want to say negative things about the worst set of what year is this? 1973. But
Hey, that's a
it's,
great year, by the way. 73 was an awesome year.
was it an awesome year?
Yes, it was.
But there's a lot to be said about these basic boxes sets. Yes, Jason, we did. So, all right, are we ready to do our best set? Since that's our thing, is we do the best sets.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm lagging behind. I'm going to be looking while we're going through.
Oh, you're going to be looking while we go. Okay.
So, where is the? Did you delete the thing again?
Did I? No,
You didn't put it back in there.
It's not in there.
No,
Which one is it?
you took it out.
What did I? Oh. Yeah, no, okay. Don't hit the randomizer thing yet.
Well, I know, but you took the other one out.
Okay. I'll have to figure out what I lost and put it back in there.
That's why I did the randomizer last week, because
Yeah, it was missing. Yeah. Well, you played the vault set, and this is kind of all under the vault set stuff. So yeah, I know. There's another one. I messed it up. I'll have to find it. Okay, so 1981 starts strong with basic building sets.
in the 300s.
The 300s, yeah.
It's gonna be a long time before we get to these. Ooh, there's the famous wind-up motor set 890.
Yeah. Well, you're getting a little ahead because actually Heather has one in here that she likes.
Oh.
And I think that's it. Yep.
So why do you like this set?
Well, I like that set because there are lots of colors. You can build several things. There are flowers, there are trees, there are people, and look at all those things you can build.
Well,
And it has a red wind-up motor. I didn't even know that they made a red wind-up motor.
yeah. Red wind up, the yellow wind up. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, no, so to her point, she thinks differently than like we do, because there's a really famous set in this year, and she likes, because Dakota does the same thing. He just loves to play with the bricks and build whatever he wants. He's always mocking and stuff. And I think it's a good pick. I think she's picked a good set for this year. It does. It has a lot of cool stuff. The motor, I don't know how many. I think it's just 2 minifigs. It's got some trees and flowers. I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool set. All right, so we'll keep scrolling, and there's a lot. Here's your yellow wind up. That's Alex's set. Then we had this Dacta building. That's kind of interesting.
Look at that. Look right above that, the Dacta road plates. That's just a big,
this one?
Yeah, was that just a big pack of road plates?
I think it was. I think it was just I think it had like 5 or 6 road plates in it.
It says
probably
30.
came with the trees and the signs too.
Yeah, because it says 30 pieces. So
yeah. Then we have a lot of empty, missing pictures.
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought that was kind of odd.
Well, these older pictures and some of this stuff, a lot of these are service packs. So unless people like me or Jabbo run across them and take the time to actually take the picture, they don't get into the database. Because
honestly, I thought it was like my phone that was doing it.
Oh,
it wasn't wanting to load the pictures, and I'm like, well, now how am I supposed to look at these things whenever there's no pictures?
Right. Hey, Jason, here's your favorite, Fabuland.
There's a pig.
And see this one,
the yellow castle.
The yellow castle. You kind of think would that have been Jabbo's pick this week?
Mm.
It's a man, it's a classic set, and from a collector standpoint, it's one that, you know, I've got it. I've got the Knights Procession beside it, that's also a
Yeah,
booger.
I actually had that. That's a battle pack.
Yep,
That
right.
was a nice
Yeah.
battle pack.
Yep.
So we're coming across the first set I ever owned.
Okay, which one's that?
Set 600 or 6600 or 600. It's
Oh, the police car.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little set.
Oh, I
and
like that.
And the people can't get in it.
No, the people can't get in it.
So I lost I lost the red the blue trans blue
Oh,
siren.
the 1x1, yeah, cylinder.
And I rebuilt that car probably 100,000 times and never could complete it because I didn't have that. I lost that piece. And it, all the Lego sets I had, this was the only one that came with a trans blue one. Because all the space sets were trans green or trans red.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be kind of aggravating.
Yeah.
Should have called Susan Williams.
Yeah.
She'd have sent you one. Here's some of the Bricking News' worst sets.
Yeah.
I don't
had
know.
a few of these. I had the bucket loader.
I don't know. They're cool little sets. That's what they were. They were just little sets.
I had the police van.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
At least the minifigure could get in it.
Yeah, that's what was odd. It was that a lot of these, the minifig could get in the vehicle, but there's a handful that they couldn't.
Yeah. Now we're getting into the space sets.
I had a few of these too. I had the 66. I had the space probe launcher. I had the all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
The Starfleet Voyager.
Ooh, Starfleet Voyager's a good one.
Very good one. Very good one.
Plenty of swooshability in that one.
Gosh, I feel like super left out because I didn't have any Lego when I was a kid.
So then we're going to get into the Technic, the helicopter, the dune buggy. I mean, these are for being Technic sets. I think they're pretty good. I mean, obviously they're not great representations of the things that they were looking at. The tractor's not terrible.
Yeah, but
zoom in on that dune buggy.
They in today's standards they're pretty weak, but back then that was a pretty cool deal.
I think so, because nobody else was doing it. There was nothing else like this.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the helicopter. I mean, it's
so
like one of those to match.
The electric passenger train, that's 12 volt.
7725. Yeah, 12 volt.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say so. I don't know that it's controversial, but I'm gonna pick something that's not a set from this year, but I think it's probably one of the best items that they released.
It's that ideas book.
It's that ideas book, yeah. And I got a PDF of it here. Brick set.
Your books.
You don't actually have it?
Oh, I do. I have it, but I got a PDF here that we can show on the screen. I don't know that we should show the whole book, but I mean, it just shows tons of stuff. Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Quit scrolling, Joey. Jab will be having a fit. Scrolling over that, quit. But look, it's a train shed. Look at that.
That's cool.
It's like the other train shed, the one they released a little bit later. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's really cool. They get into all the. They don't give you real instructions for it, but they kind of give you enough to figure it out. Of course, you'd have to have a couple yellow castles to build that. And the wiring diagrams, the different cranes and stuff. I think it's cool. Oh, look, a tipper.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Yellow tipper. And this is one, and I thought I don't remember this picture, and I know I've seen it, but they used a moon crater plate to build this little gravel quarry thing.
Huh.
That is cool.
That
pretty
is
cool.
cool.
It'd be really cool if you could go through this book and build everything in the book.
Oh, I
Set it
know.
all up. That'd be pretty cool.
Yep. Oh, let's see. Hang on a second. What am I done? I've done. Here we go. Jason's booing me.
A book is not a set, Joey.
So that's
You can
my
build
pick.
several sets with a book.
Yeah. Well, I'm picking the Starfleet Voyager because I had that set and I can remember. You know, a lot of these sets. We're getting to the few years where I had a lot of sets, and it's a lot of nostalgia. That's
Right.
a
I've lost-
really good set. That was a really good set.
I lost my 1980. Oh, here it is. Whew, I lost my. Here
But
you
see,
go.
there you go. The Starfleet. Look, there you go. Green trans clear
Yep.
cylinders, red trans clear,
Well, no blue
Ooh, I
ones.
like that.
no blue ones. Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
a pretty expensive set back then. What would it have been? Let's see.
No, let's see. And then the back opens and it has its little cargo container.
Oh, yeah. Is there extra images of this? Oh, yeah. The back of the box is in here. Did I put these boxes? Nope. It ain't my pictures. Yeah. The little cargo container where it opens up.
Uh-huh.
Lots of playability in this set. It's a good set.
So what was the original retail?
$15.
Woo!
Wow.
Well, it sounds like nothing now, but this was what, 81?
That was a
81,
lot.
yeah.
I
That
probably
was
would
a
have had to
lot
mow
back
2 or 3
then.
neighbors' yards to be able to purchase that.
You'd have to what?
Mow 2 or 3 neighbors' yards just to be able to get enough money to buy that.
Oh, that is so not what I thought you said.
Oh, I know what you thought I said. All right, so that was 81.
Yep. So here we go. Let's see what we're doing next time.
I don't plan it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't plan it.
We're going backwards.
Randomness. Random
Stuck on
number
the
generators. All right. So
we're moving right along.
or 1980. I gotta change. Let's see.
Yeah, write that down. Write down 1980. So
What
when did you do anything Lego before you bought Joey his first Star Wars set and got him back into Lego?
You know, I don't think I did, Earl. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember it because my childhood is a mess of a memories anyway. And so I'm from divorced parents. So I had this side and that side. And back then mom didn't have the money and that's not what I got. I got Barbies and Hot Wheels and I was a Tom girl.
But no
And
Lego.
I do
Yeah.
what? I
Well,
do not.
I said you're a tomboy, but you didn't have no Lego.
I know. That's
she had
my
Hot
thing.
Wheels.
I don't understand why I didn't. But his 30th birthday was all Lego. It was a surprise birthday party and it was a kids themed. Well, I thought kids themed.
She didn't know what an AFoOL was back then. Or an AFoOL.
A-hole.
A-hole,
I
yeah.
guess I started the monster up again.
Yeah.
Yep. So whenever you go in your basement, it's all your fault.
It is. It is now walking in the house, Earl. There is no basement, just basement. No, it's the entire house. We have a Lego home, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I was gonna say you build as many sets. Actually, at this point, you're probably building more sets than I do.
So you like botanicals, don't you?
Yeah, I do like the botanicals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the target audience. That's what Jason was talking about. You're the target audience, the wives and the moms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I like a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those botanicals, whoo, they get you.
Yeah, it's just like everything else. When they came out, the first few were cool, and then next thing you know, if you want to collect them all, you're looking at they're probably up to around 50 different ones now.
There's a bunch, yeah.
I will say I do not get them all. No.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of them around our house.
Yes, some built, some not built, some being knocked over and broken.
I cannot help it that you put that one in a place where I have to reach behind to unplug stuff.
You should have filmed it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to just take it away, and I think just take it apart and rebuild it. It's in bad shape.
Yeah.
All right, so Joey, you found some stuff, huh?
All right. How about something crazy on eBay?
Yeah! Woo!
Wow. Crazy.
So this is, I don't know that the price of this one is such a big deal, but what it is, I thought was pretty interesting. It is Series 10, which is Mr. Gold.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Is this because you were looking because Dakota wanted you to buy these?
no, I don't know that he wanted me to buy. I don't think he cares. But
He uses Dakota as an excuse sometimes.
but it's a sealed box, so there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance.
I'm not
At
sure it's
that price,
a $4,000 chance.
4,600.
Oh yeah, with shipping. Yeah.
and people really think that they're going to get that amount out of that.
Oh, I see. 4,600 because it's it's euro.
Yeah.
They haven't yet.
They don't think they're going to get it. They think it's a sealed case that's, what is that? 15 years old now, or is it closer to 20?
I don't know.
They think
It's a bunch.
So they picked that price because they think that it
it's
is
possibility.
worth
Yeah.
that.
I wonder how many. I wonder how many have been. How many did they make? I wonder how many have been found versus how many they actually made.
We remember a few months ago there was the one that showed up on eBay, and he was all chewed up and worn out because some kid had him in his Lego collection and had no clue. I don't know. Was that 10,000 of those? Was there that many?
The Gold Man?
Yeah, Mr. Gold.
Now, remind me, did he have like the top hat and
Yes, that's him.
Was he like the Monopoly type looking?
He kind of looked like that, yeah.
He
because obviously we don't have one.
No.
Joey can whip out a fake one.
I can whip out a fake one. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh,
there's a fake one.
So all you have to do, Joey, is get Heather to Brick World and get her a little tipsy at the auction, and you can get one.
Never seen one at the auction.
You're right, Earl.
So yeah, these came out in May of 13, and there were 5,000 of them produced.
So what? I wonder how many are still.
I don't know.
Not accounted for. So that would be like buying a box of baseball cards from an old vintage box of baseball cards and hoping that it hadn't been tampered with and resealed and
right. Oh, in this case, anybody wonders, I've clearly marked this on the back of the box.
Fake.
So when I'm gone, Dakota and whoever else, they'll turn this up. Oh, fake.
But there's a lot of those that I don't know how that box is sealed, but a lot of you fill the packs and then you resell it as unsearched when it's really been searched.
Right. Where'd it go? There it is. So yeah, that's what I was trying to look at. It looks like there's a clear sticker right there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the
Yeah, and I
little circle.
can't tell if there's one on this side, but I don't think those boxes are sealed that well that you couldn't open them from the bottom. But
Yeah, I
this
don't
guy
know.
here also, I looked at his other searches. He has a lot of sealed boxes of like all of the series. Go back, he's got some from series 1. I think he's got at least one of each up for sale. So I don't know.
Man, I remember those.
I got a few of those boxes too.
I don't think I ever bought boxes, but I do remember. I remember finding them on clearance at one of the WalMarts for like 75 cents a piece, and I bought all they had. And of course, there was no Mr. Gold. I don't know if they were pre-searched or not because it was clearance. But
yeah, I don't know. The thing at the time, we still had. You remember we went into the Toys R Us, Heather, and they had slit the bags. Somebody had took a razor blade and slit the bags at the fold, so you couldn't tell. But they just peek in there and they could see, and they were put them back. About I don't know. They had a lot of the boxes. Toys R Us was always good at having lots of boxes. They had a dozen boxes, and sometimes they'd have 4 or 5 of them open, and you're having to sort through them. But yeah, I was kind of mad that somebody had already cut all the bags off.
But it's crazy that you could feel them. You could feel them, and people were still trying to.
Right.
Yeah, I remember standing in the store and filling the bags and going, "Oh, this is so and so." Flip it. Oh, this is so and so. Give me another bag.
Yep.
But Toys R Us, I think, had the best variety around where we live. And so it was extremely sad whenever they went out of business.
Yeah. They had a lot of Lego. They had way more Lego than any of the only place that had probably as much Lego would have been KB Toys in the mall, but they shut down long before Toys R Us did. So
yeah, the problem with Toys R Us was they were always 10 or 15% higher than everywhere else.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's part of their demise.
Right. Okay. So another thing I found on eBay. Now this is kind of high, but I'd forgot about this guy until he popped up the other day. And then I don't know, for whatever reason, there's several of them on eBay right now. And you can actually get them on Bricklink for about the same price, little less.
What is it?
It's a managers conference that was in Atlanta. So that's before and when I saw Atlanta, I thought, Jabbo might. I don't know. It's from I'm not sure why it's in Canada, but it's from Atlanta. I guess a managers conference in Atlanta. So it came in that little. Oh, let's see.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, he's got a little card.
Yeah, it looks like a playing card. It has a 1x2 playing card. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's not unique though. Didn't the Joker CMF have those?
Yeah, I think there's been several playing cards.
Figure.
But the figure's pretty neat. He's got like an apron with a magician's coat.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. That's cute.
Yeah. All right.
So do they have any on Bricklink that aren't sealed?
I didn't look for that. Let's see. Here he is. Oh, there's $3,000. Salvini. Why do they have one over there? Yeah, it doesn't look like it shows the parts. Probably if we searched, I could probably figure it out, but because the parts have got to be there somewhere. Jason sent me this one. It seemed like I'm missing one. Jason sent me this one, and I was looking at it. I was thinking, well, it's $175. It's not terrible for sealed Indiana Jones chase set. And I thought, well, maybe he said it was crazy because of the customs thing. No, that wasn't it. He pointed it out. He said, no, look at the shipping. $2,500 to ship it. It's like, That's crazy.
I wonder if they think somebody's going to buy it and not realize the shipping price on it.
But you're still not going to pay it. I mean, I
Well,
would.
no, you wouldn't pay it, but you know, they have that auto thing on.
Yeah.
You can be set up with like an auto pay on eBay where when you it's like instant checkout basically.
Yeah, you're right. I thought about that, but man, boy, talk about being mad. Woo.
Yeah, that.
I wonder
that's
if he. I
ridiculous.
wonder if he's looking for this set.
Probably. That's probably why he found it. Yeah. All right. What was it? Seemed like I had another one in the show notes. No, I guess not. No.
No.
Okay. So, again, nothing I'm going to spend my money on eBay.
Yeah, you know, I haven't really even been looking. I'm to the point where I don't have any. There's really nothing I'm chasing. I mean, I don't have any old sets that I'm piecing together.
No, and I kind of got into the right now. I just filmed a video today where I'm going to talk about the Western layout or the Western section of the layout, and I guess I'm kind of doing more mocks and stuff right at the moment. I mean, we still got some stuff. There's a lot of holiday stuff coming up that Heather's really wanting. So, and there's some of that stuff's pretty cool that I'm gonna.
Oh, so I saw the other day that there's this is the year that we get the 2 new trains.
Is this the year?
Well, 26. So you know.
Okay. Yeah,
2 new trains. So I think they have their assigned set numbers are already.
But we haven't seen any pictures yet, have we?
No. It's just I think it was just the set numbers or what tied to them. All right, so we ready for our?
Not
we got
another
a new
Bricklink
stinger?
episode.
What do you need our expertise?
Sitting out there waiting to give you their money. Are you going to take it?
We got a new stinger.
We have got a crackpot production staff.
Did you say crackpot?
Jason is phenomenal at piecing those things together.
Yeah, he does a good job putting those together. So, yeah, when is it? What's today's date? 17th? So, Friday. Well, when this comes out, the big...
And I haven't went back and checked. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen if you're not. Are you just not going to be able to log into one or the other?
I don't know. I think you're going to go to Bricklink. I should have pulled the email up. I think you're going to go to Bricklink and then choose your Lego account and then link them that way. So as long as
you think like Friday when you go to log in for the first time after Friday or after, you'll be forced to link it yourself.
I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a force. I think that's coming much later. I think
our high maintenance production staff says the Bricklink conversion is tomorrow, the 18th.
Is it on the 18th?
Thank you for that, Jason. Thank you.
Oh, what do you do? Text you, not put it in the chat?
Yeah.
I got the email. I don't have the email. The email's gone. Oh well. Yeah, I think they're just it's gonna be an option, and then at some point they're going to force you to do it to get an account on Bricklink. So we'll see.
So wait a minute, you're gonna be forced. So if you're just a average person who goes to Lego.com and you don't even know Bricklink exists, it's not going to affect those people.
It will not affect those people. No,
it's only the Bricklink people who use Bricklink.
Only the Bricklink. So when you log into Bricklink, I guess starting tomorrow, then yeah, you're going to have to pick your Lego account to merge to it.
I wonder if they're trying to use this for behind the scenes to track Bricklink sellers.
I don't think it's as
Well, I'm just talking about, like if somebody loads up a lot of parts, where did these parts come from? Are they coming from lug bolt? Are they coming from the pick a brick wall?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, is it? I mean, it's absolutely possible that they could do that. I mean, it may affect the customer service. If you continuously say that rare Miggy figure is not in my set, you need to send me one, and you have a Bricklink store. Yeah, I mean, I could see them doing that, but honestly, I think the reason they're doing it is more around security for Lego. They don't want, because Lego now owns Bricklink, not Bricklink. And if that website of Bricklink gets hacked, Lego's still going to be on the hook for any issues that they may have, with lost identities or stolen data and stuff like that. So my guess is Lego wants to shore up Bricklink's login process and their computers and servers and stuff. Be what my guess is, that it's more about that than it is tracking. Now, tracking's probably a happy little positive for them.
Right.
I'm guessing it's more about cloud security than anything else. Be my guess. I don't know. I don't know that they've actually really said why they're doing it.
Have you uploaded anything recently
To
Bricklink?
as far as like parting anything out?
Yeah.
Not recently. No. Why? What happened?
No, nothing. I was just wondering, just seeing where you are. I got out the way. I've got 4 new cabinets, and they are. I don't know where else I can go to
So
add parts.
So how's your orders been? Have you been getting any?
I have been. So I've gotten, probably in the last 2 weeks, I've gotten 4 or 5.
Yeah. So our order counts went way. I'd say ours, because I have a partner in crime. When's the last order you picked there, dear? I found another way to mute her. Yeah, my orders are.
go all over everywhere to find your deals. Does that not count for something?
She
counts for
sources
something.
your product.
Yeah, she's my Lego supplier, my dealer.
I mean, I haven't been getting big.
I need to get back down there.
I will tell you that Dream Set.
Yeah,
I've sold all the minifigures out of it.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. I'm surprised that the others were as popular.
I even sold the little space guy without the helmet and the air tanks. Somebody bought the head and bought the body.
That's, great. It's good for you, because that you probably recouped most of your money then, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Huh. See, I told you what happened to mine, right? I got my helmets out and the air tank out, and Dakota goes, "Hey, can I have those parts?"
Oh, he didn't even build it?
No, he didn't build it. He's
I'm
been
telling
using
you,
it to build
we're talking about like in 81, the sets I had back in 81.
Yeah.
Not 82, back in 81. But if I would have had that set as a kid, that is a cool looking set. Some of those dream sets are pretty good looking.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I started to build it, and I was like, no, I'm going to part out, because if I build it, it's going to be
kind of
useless.
pricey. So
yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
But it's pretty cool.
All
That's what I
right,
did when I was Dakota's age. I was building sets all the time. Then I would take them apart, and I would build little mocks, and then take that apart and build the sets back. And
yeah, we've talked about that before. How it's when we did it as kids, we did it a lot different than they do
But Dakota
now.
doesn't really build sets, does he? Unless he's building them with you.
No, he does not build. His parents probably build more Lego sets than he does. But yeah, he wanted.
His dad does.
Yeah,
Well,
mom builds
I
a
guess
few.
Cassie does too. Yeah.
He wanted Technic, bulk Technic, and just bulk Lego bricks for Christmas last year, which is what we got him. We just got him creator sets, and then I ordered one of the Technic Dacta sets, education sets. It's not Dacta anymore, but just so he could get gears and shafts and chains and all the stuff. But now he's back to trains, so it's like, woof. Boy, changes his mind more often.
So you've used the new PayPal shipping?
I have. Are you liking it?
Yes, I'm liking it. You don't like it?
No, it's fine. Now that I've got everything set up, I had to reset up all my.
I didn't have to set up anything.
I just had to set up all my packaging. I guess that's so I won't have to type. Because I always use the same packaging, use the same bubble mailers.
Oh yeah, I just type that in every time. It's
okay.
it's not that much effort to type in 3 numbers and the weight. Doesn't take a lot of effort.
See, that's the thing, right? It's like y'all giving me a bunch of crap about me having to click because I took it out of my stock room or whatever. I was like, I hate typing in those numbers. I don't know.
So what is this? The consumer and shopper engagement careers. What is this?
Okay, so let me find that one. All right, so this showed up as a news article somewhere. And let's see, let's turn the chat off for a second. So they're opening this up in Tempe, Arizona, I think. So it's something new they're building. This is the second major thing that they're building in the United States. Looks like 700 plus people. So that's a pretty big building. 3 million consumer fan engagements each year. Or maybe that's 700 that currently works for the CSE team. I want that heart that dude's got. I don't know. So it sounds to me like they're opening up a customer support call center in Tempe, Arizona is what it sounds like to me. So, I mean, it's probably good for the Tempe area, but it sounds like it's good for Lego that they're still expanding in the United States, even though our economy seems to be a dumpster fire right now.
But
I wonder.
I mean, it's like, where is their current? Do they have one currently, and this is a new one?
Well, I wonder if this is them moving out of, because they've already shut down the headquarters in oh crap, where was it? I don't know. Anyway, the one that was been there forever, Enfield, Connecticut. I'm pretty sure they've shut that building down. So I don't know where the United States customer service is, or if they're just expanding it.
I don't know, because it's not like, a lot of customer service you call and you get people who are, obviously not here.
Right.
But when you call Lego, most of the time it seems like you get somebody who's not local to you, but local to the States.
Least local to your country.
Yes. Yeah.
And I kind of get the feeling that Enfield, old Lego headquarters in the U.S. Yes. Here, let me turn that back on now, I guess. It won't be there now. The next thing you type, Jason will show up. It makes you wonder, do they have, like in China, do they have a customer service center there? Do they have one in Great Britain or in England or whatever? Do they have one in, I would imagine they have one in their country so that the people are speaking. Because whenever I've called, it is not, I'm not struggling to understand what they're saying. They're, if they're in the United States, they're speaking perfect English if they're not in the United States. So
Right. I just had to call Hulu a couple weeks ago, and it was. I mean, they helped me, but you could tell that they were
yeah,
somewhere overseas,
right.
just at a
Check
call
the
center.
chat.
Huh?
Check the chat. Chris has typed in something.
Chris can't. Yeah, everybody's saying
I wasn't going to mutilate his last name. Sorry.
yeah, good art. There, I'll show it. There we go. Yes, I struggled to remember infield. Sorry. So
All right, so we don't have a new set stinger because we don't cover them all the time, but there are some good-looking new sets coming out.
yeah, this is not something that we normally do a whole lot of, but there's some cool things coming. So I think this is probably one of the most interesting things they're going to do. So they got the new holiday train, right? Which is this set right here. Where's the image? There it is. I know there's already been people that have been poo-pooing the new train.
It is adorable.
I like it.
I mean it is what it is. It is it's a Christmas themed train. And then yeah, if you're a train nut, okay, it's not prototypical to anything, but if you're going to do a holiday train, it's not too bad. I do think one of the things that bothers me, if we look at these images here, in a lot of these images, or maybe these are some of the other images I were seeing. No, that one, I guess it was some of the ones I saw on the internet. They showed the powered up modules in the pictures. These are not showing that. Okay.
Because it doesn't come with it.
Right. It clearly doesn't come with it because it shows on the back of the box. But I saw some pictures, early pictures, right after they announced it. And they showed the battery box and the wires and the motor in the train. And I was like, ooh, that's kind of bad advertising, really.
So it's missing that, and it's missing 4 pieces of track, and that's why it's $100 versus $200.
Right.
But the straight track it's missing is because it's designed to go around a Christmas tree like a Christmas train would. And so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're going to put it around your Christmas tree, it's not going to go anywhere without the power up.
It's not going to go anywhere. And that's still a pretty small circle of track.
Yeah.
So I guess the big thing with this is this what is this? The third 3D printed?
Yeah.
items?
They had the pogo stick, the duck, and now the train.
Now the train. Yeah.
So think about this is going to come at $100 set. It's probably going to be the only way you can get it, right?
Right.
So right now, have you went and priced a light blue air tank on Bricklink?
No.
It's only in the Italian Riviera, right? Pull that up. Pull that up. It kind of makes me want to think maybe I'm just going to buy the Riviera.
You think? Italian Riviera. No inventory yet.
Oh,
okay. So what is
It's just type in maybe it's air tank. The way I found it was I had to look up the red spaceman and click on the air tanks and then look for the color, but
which is what I'm getting ready to do.
yeah,
3838. I should have known that.
You're a lot faster at it than I am, trust me.
Which one is it? The bright light blue?
Yes.
No, it can't be because that came in 3 sets.
Wait, go back. What 3 sets was that?
Arkham Asylum. Oh, Italian Riviera.
There you go.
Oh,
Arkham
it's going to be in the
Asylum.
Arkham Asylum too.
I might get the Arkham Asylum because right now, if you can get a double VIP on it, plus there's a gift with purchase. So that would give me an excuse to buy that.
Yeah. You lose your Mr. Freeze though.
But
that's a better purchase than
their Italian Riviera. Yeah, but look it up. See if you could find them there. I think there was 3 of them on Bricklink when I checked it.
Bright light blue. I was just here. Crap. Known colors. I'm not quicker at it. Jabo's head would be exploding right now.
I know it would because you're you went forward. Now you got to go back.
Woo! $50.
Well,
70
click on
bucks,
yeah.
100
Look
bucks.
into you. Yeah. Well, there's more. When I looked, there was only 3. When I looked, there was 3, and the cheapest one was $70.
Whoa.
They've had. So that's why I said I think I was just gonna. But now I think I'm just gonna buy the Arkham Asylum because I kind of wanted that anyway.
How did everybody miss that? How did we miss that? How did we miss the Arkham Asylum was going to have that tank in it?
I guess because we were all looking at the Riviera and nobody realized it.
Well, we stood there and looked at the Riviera while we were in the Lego store a couple weekends ago, whenever it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Heather was trying to get me to buy it, and I'm like, I'm not buying a $300 air tank.
I was gonna go get it.
I had no use for the rest of
you
the set.
you probably could buy that Arkham Asylum, and you probably could sell the figs and recoup $100.
The problem is that the Arkham Asylum, that'll be one of those because I put the Sanctum Sanctorium in my city, and that Arkham Asylum is close enough that I could probably get it in the city somewhere.
Well, okay, so when we get off of this, we're both gonna do it. We're both gonna pull the trigger.
Are they out now?
Yeah, it might be on back order, but let me see. It's I started to do it Sunday because there's double VIP on Batman sets. There's double VIP on Batman sets, and there's a gift with purchase. I'm pretty sure it's still going on till like today might to the middle of the month, which is now. Maybe we missed it.
We might have missed it.
Let's see.
I'm looking.
Offers. No, it's till the 20th. Till the 20th. The gift with purchase is to the 17th. So today's the last day for the gift with purchase, and double VIP on it is to the 20th. So if we're gonna do it, we got to do it tonight.
Oh, it's it's another Sega Genesis controller.
Mm-hmm. Another one.
Well, Heather, she already has one.
Oh.
$300.
Just do it.
Dude, it's on back order too.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to do
Pay
it
for it right now if it's on back order.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I click the button, but then it docks me. All right, what else did we have listed?
And see, Heather, this is how I spend
Thanks,
Jumbo and Joey's money.
Thanks, Earl.
Okay, so back to
Pull the trigger.
back to this train, this little train. So, what do you think this is going to go for on Bricklink?
I would say this is probably going to be easy. Well, let's see what. Well, that's not even going to be fair. This is going to be mass produced,
but only in one set, and it's going to be like the air tank that's only in one set, which eventually will be in more. But this might not be in more. This might only be in this set.
What is the pogo stick going for?
Well, and the wheels on that little train does move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
but the pogo stick was with the book with the.
Oh, I get it. The availability is way.
Yeah.
Geez, $600,000, $800. You ain't touching it.
Holy cow!
How did you get the duck?
It was at the house, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can find. There's the duck. Oh, I forgot about that other thing. Yeah, the duck is same thing, $400 to $800.
Yeah, I think this little train is going to be $40 to $50.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it might. It probably will be when it first hits Bricklink, and then it might go down, and then once that train is out of production, it's going to go back up.
Yeah, it's yeah, I think you're right. I think it's gonna be around $50 mark.
Jason, you should put this. You should put this the pogo stick and the duck on the price hiker.
Alex will never get it.
Oh, it's so
Poor
funny
Alex.
watching him getting so stressed out over that. It's the best part. It's the best part of the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alex he just gets himself so wound up.
All right,
All right.
so the next one you got is the family Christmas tree.
This one. So this one is also $300. There's something about this one though that I
Yeah, and what did I say at the very beginning of that one?
I don't know. What did you say?
Absolutely no.
Really?
$300? I hadn't seen it yet. I hadn't seen any
That means-
reviews, anything.
Never say never.
So now that I've seen the reviews, and my husband conveniently sent me the little link and said, "Oh, look is the Christmas tree."
Well, okay,
Doesn't
so I
it
like
open?
the build together stuff. I don't like the app, but I know they got to push the app.
Yeah, I don't like the app.
I don't know if it's going to have separate books or not, but I do like the build together.
It shows that they have separate books. Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't it open or something?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
There it is.
it's the Death Star we needed.
Yeah.
If they built a Death Star that opened like this, even on just one side.
Yes. Exactly.
My no has changed.
Yeah, and here's one of the things. It's got the inside's pretty cool. I kind of like. I like the nod to the space guy. There's a nod to the castle guy. There's a train. I mean, every time I look at it, I'm
is that
like,
like a little
oh,
mini
man.
build train?
Yeah, there's a little bit of train in it at the bottom. Give me there. It's down here.
Oh, I see it.
Let's see if I can zoom in even closer. There we go.
All right, I see it.
Yeah,
mean,
and
that-
to think you could put the holiday train that is new around that tree.
There
You
you go. On your table.
On the table.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the
Perfect
tables that me and her use perfectly fit a circle of Lego track. I'm not sure why we have the tuxedo cat, but
Yeah, I don't,
it might be some kind of squirrely reference to the Tuxedo Cat set. That
oh, I think so. Yeah, it's just I
His
think
face,
it's a nod to
there's
is
the,
it the
something wrong
same
with his
designer?
face.
Maybe.
maybe. Oh, that's it could be. Let me see. Does it show the designer here? They usually got a link to the designers. But here's the thing that so it comes apart, right? Which is cool for you to be able to store it like a Christmas decoration. But the box is a box. I mean, I know it's not $300 worth of anything, but it's a box. We used to be able to put our Lego sets back in the box, and this one we can. I just thought, wow, that is.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool idea.
They've hit a lot of things on they didn't hit the price tag, but it's a lot bigger than you think it is. It's pretty big.
That's a lot of detail.
Yeah, but I think this is a pretty good little. I think it's a pretty cool set.
And they've even got the little box for the little minifigs and stuff.
Oh, is there a separate box for them?
Yeah, so you can put them in that little box and then put that box in the big box with the rest of the tree.
That's cool. Look at this little snowman. Oh, look at the little reindeer. Oh, those things are going to become collectable.
One
What
of
is
those
that?
guys
Is that-
has an air tank on.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the green one. Yeah, that's how you can now get the green helmet and the green for your green spaceman, because I think you could put it together, but the green spaceman from the exosuit has the wrong helmet. Remember?
He has motorcycle helmets. Yeah,
But is that the same green? Is that bright green? Is it?
I don't know. I
think the other one is dark green. So I think that might be a new color.
I think you're right, because I think this is bright green and this.
Yeah, I think he's dark green. See,
Well,
you
it's
don't
just
have the
green.
right helmet on yours.
So my display, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably. I still don't know what this is. I mean, it's a little reindeer looking guy, but I don't recognize that piece.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to figure out. It's not.
And then there's a snowman version of it down here. Look at that. So they've
I
got
think
that
it's
piece in
one
two
of the
different
new
colors and
pieces.
2 different prints. Do what, Heather?
I think it's one of the new pieces that they said, because they showed like about 3 of them on one of the videos that I watched, and it showed that there were new pieces coming out, but I can't remember if it showed those or not.
Yeah.
I'm a little. I'm not real sure about the elf with the Doc Ock arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's got going on there, but hey.
Yeah, that's kind of funky, scary looking.
All right, so that's 2 of the sets you're gonna buy.
Right. And then the last one.
And you know you're gonna buy that one.
Jason,
So-
where you at? You getting this one?
I thought it was already out.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I thought I'd ordered it. Obviously, I hadn't, because it wasn't released. Heather gets the stuff that she wanted, and I thought it was going to be in there. She does the video. She gets through the video, and she's looking for this. You can see on her face, like, there's something missing. I'm frantically trying to look on my phone. Did they short me? What happened here? And I see it's not released till October. I'm like, oh, I had a brain fart where I didn't realize that I hadn't ordered it. So, yeah. What's weird is I have do you remember the big figs that were in the store? They were store displays. They are actually about the same size as these, but they're solid plastic. And we have one of the Santas from Japan. We paid a pretty good penny for it.
Wait, say that again.
They're the big store figure. Let me go get.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those in person though.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've only seen pictures of them.
Joey, check the chat. You're a little behind.
So you think it's about the same size?
Yeah, they're about the same size. The Build-A-Figs are a little bit smaller, but we have the Santa from it was a Japan. It only came out in Japan the way I understood it. So
He is so adorable.
And pricey.
And you let your grandson play with it, but he was an infant. So
But Heather, he's got $100 minifigs just lost in his layout /city that he doesn't even concern himself with.
you have $100 minifig that is lost.
It's not lost. It's hanging off the side of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Just he's hanging out. It's Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man. Look, this little dude, every time I show it, Jabbo cringes because it's what, $150?
Yeah.
He's just laying on my desk. I should put him in the store for $75. He's used now, but
just whip it out.
Yeah.
I tell you, Earl, I think my house is becoming a museum if you really think about it.
Well, yeah, I know. It's he needs to get him some better display cases and so he can keep up with some of that stuff.
Right.
I don't know where.
All right. How about these?
Just check the chat.
Check. I saw it. Yeah, I saw Chris's insider. I highlighted a second ago. You both were looking down when I highlighted it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Well, Jason had also commented.
Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah, the 3D duck was given away at the Lego house. Yep.
It's given away.
Yeah, I can't.
I
said
couldn't remember.
something
I
there.
couldn't remember how you got it.
You had to buy something. Here it says here the minifigure scale replica of the classic wooden pull along duck. Reported the first official Lego 3D printed parts and has a working beak when pushed along just like the original. It was given out as a gift with purchase on September 22nd, 2022 to the Lego house visitors who purchased one of the 3 special factory minifigures that were already printed and available for AFoOL Day 2022. So, how many well, I know me and Heather watch it. Do you still watch Lego Masters?
You know, so we went out. It was one of the grandkids' birthday, and we went to eat, and I think it was like 3. It was the one with the ball contraption.
Okay, yeah.
So we're watching it. It's on. Believe it or not, it was on in the restaurant. I don't know why we couldn't hear it, but I could see it.
Wow.
So my plan was to go home and watch it, and I never did. So I never watched. I think that was the second or third to last episode. So I never watched the finale. But I was kind of a little turned off because I know they were making a ball contraption, and I know it's for TV and stuff. But it was like they were using ping pong balls.
They were, yeah.
They were.
And those shoots were like, I'm like, that's. I get it. I kind of know but it's not. So I guess I wasn't really interested in seeing how it turned out.
Yeah.
But then I see that's what they made. Jason showed them at Brick Slopes. Their ball contraption was, I think, using the same size balls.
Yeah.
It was his buddy.
I mean, yeah. Well, and they were the ones on the show, so
And it looked pretty cool.
It's ping pong balls are interesting because they're just so light and they just fly everywhere. I really like the soccer balls, and I think that's just that's the classic way of doing it. But the ping pong balls were kind of interesting. I feel like the GBC.
Okay, mine's ordered, Joey. You're on the clock.
Did you order it? Wow. All right. Yeah, I need to get it ordered. I can't click on it yet because I'm on the screen still. Why am I on the screen still?
Yeah.
Oh, we got one more thing to show.
Okay.
But I think the GBC stuff is kind of, I think it's peaked.
Yeah.
And part of it suffers from the same thing that happens with like a lot of the train shows and stuff. There's not as many new people getting into the GBC that are as dedicated as the original group of people that were really, the engineer guys that were really into it. And, they got into Lego because of things like that, the GBC or the Minecraft or whatever. So, but if you're a big Lego fan, apparently you can go to, come on, Brickset, quit that. You can go to the Lego Masters Academy now. It's open at the Lego house. I mean, it looks like it's kind of cool. It looks like the set of Lego Masters, sorta.
Wow.
I would love to have those lights in my basement. The ones in the ceiling.
You could probably commission someone to 3D print something for you.
I probably could. You're probably right. But is this something that people would want to go to? It even says in this article that it's an extra paid ticket to get into it. I mean, I kind of get that they got to schedule it because it seems like it's a class with some Lego master or some Lego.
Yeah, and it's probably not. I mean, it's probably more of like a like an experience,
right?
It's an experience. I mean, I don't think you're going to go there and be a master builder. And there's probably you know, if you were really talented and you went to it, it probably would be the stuff they teach would probably be below you anyway.
Yeah.
If
When
that,
we went,
you know what I mean? I'm
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, there's going to be there's going to be a pretty big divide between some of the kids and some of the people.
Yeah, it's kind of like we have this thing called Mardi Gras World in New Orleans, and the tours they give tours year round, and it's really cool. You get to go into a float den, and you see the different progressions of float building, and you know, for someone like me who's around it all the time, and it's kind of like it's cool, but for someone like you, it'd be like really cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
you know,
because it's not something that we see all the time.
right.
So. When we went to Legoland in Florida a few years ago, they didn't have them every day, but I don't know if they have them through the week or during the weekend. But you remember they had the build? We built the little doves.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it was more like a build and take at a Lego store than
You had to sign up.
Yeah, you did have to sign up, but
that's probably because there's so many people visit the park.
Yeah,
it's probably like that.
Well, and this was in the hotel.
Yeah, this was in the
okay.
You had to
resort.
be a guest at the hotel, so it wasn't open to park visitors. But
so I wonder if some of those instruction sheets are
I got them
rare.
Well, the thing is I think the one that they did was also a build and take at the Lego store.
I think
So
we did a couple of them, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we got 3 or 4 of them laying around because I built one, Cassie built one, Dakota built one.
Did you piece together the Harry Potter one I sent you yet?
I did not. No. That supposedly there's no real rare pieces in it, so that one should be easy to build. That's what we walked into when we got to.
I can't believe there was a
Nashville.
line for that.
Well,
I was freaking out.
Did you see? All I can ever think is Gutter Chicken. Dang it! What's his name? He's one of Jabbo's friends, and he's married to Claire. But they go down to the Lego store in Florida all the time. The one at Disney World, and they were doing the same thing. And they showed it was crazy, all the people there. So, I guess Harry Potter and build and takes is a
or is it just a? I mean, was it because of Harry Potter, or was it because it was a build and take? I mean, some stores, I would imagine, in big cities, they might have that all the time.
The thing is, one of them had it, the other one did not.
Yeah, that was in Nashville. The Opry Mills store wasn't doing it, but the other one was, whatever the other one's name.
That's something to do with it. I mean, when I did that, when I just dumb luck walked in and got that one that I did, it was, I mean, it was just, they were inviting people to come do it because
really,
I mean, they had enough people there that were like, when I walked in, there was one kid there, and the lady looked up at me and said, "You want to come build one?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Right.
But then when I checked out and when I left, there was probably about 10 people huddled around it. But it's not like it was lined out the door and you had to wait in line for your turn. You might have had to wait for 1 or 2 people to move so you could do yours. But
it was like a huge release day. It was unreal.
Yeah, I mean that's what we thought. We were trying to figure out what got released that day that was, that was causing this line, and it just, our friend, she just walked up to the guy and said, "What the heck is going on?" And he said, "Oh, they're doing a build and take." She's like, "Oh, well, can we go into the store?" And he goes, "Well, yeah." And then he was like, "Oh, wonder how many other people don't know that."
So was there a lot of kids in that line?
Yes.
Or was it a lot of? Oh, okay. So
there was a lot of kids. It didn't look like a lot of. I mean, there were a lot of adults, but they all had
adults
kids
with the kids. Yeah.
And that poor girl that worked, I don't know if you noticed, Heather, we were in the store probably a little more than an hour maybe. And that poor
I was
girl,
behind her a lot.
Yeah. She was surrounded the whole time because she she had just one table and probably 6 people at a time building. And she's, they had the boxes set out so that you could pull the parts, and they had the instructions there, and they had little trays they were building them on. And behind her, the other staff people just kept bringing yellow Lego bags, a little small gift kind of bag, and a set of instructions in there. And I guess she handed it to them once they got it built and went on their merry way. But yeah, she stood there the whole time, helping them build, getting them the parts. I thought somebody needs to give that girl a break. Good Lord.
So whenever I did it, they didn't have instruction sheets to hand out. They had it on.
Which is what I've seen typically is the way they do it. Is it just because they had like laminated versions of it.
Right.
And that was what they were building from. But the bag that they were handing out there in that store, it definitely had a copy of the instructions. I mean, I didn't feel them. I don't know if it was just a Xerox copy or what.
Well, see, that's interesting because the one I did, they just had like cups or little containers of parts, and so you went across the station and kind of built it as you went. They didn't hand out baggies of parts.
Well, yeah, they were just kind of reaching across and grabbing the parts that they need as they built it on their tray.
Right.
But the one in Disney Springs that Claire and Gutter Chicken, I can't think of his name. They were handed the parts the way I understood it. They were basically, they already had the parts sorted out in a little baggie, like you're saying, and they just gave them the bag of parts and the instructions and stuff. So
yeah, in our little Facebook group, one of the guys works at the store, so he puts a lot of that stuff in our group. That's how I got the thing to share with you.
Right. That's
pretty cool.
Yep. All right.
So Jabo's not here, but we have one more thing on here to mention.
Okay.
It looks like it's official. It's definitely official. The Star Trek set.
Oh yeah. Did we talk about that last time or not?
I don't think so. I think we were talking about it, but it still wasn't.
Yeah,
like we knew, but we didn't know.
Yeah, I think we glazed. Yeah.
What's the price of this? What's the price going to be? I mean, I'm not going to buy it unless it has a different color air tank, I guess.
I don't know. We don't know what it's going to be. Is it? I mean, we're assuming because of the Picard figure that it's going to be the USS Enterprise NC-1701D, which is what's been pictured. But they did it in Klingon too, so I kind of wonder is there going to be maybe a couple sets?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested to know the retail of it.
Yeah.
And you got to admit, this is one of the best kept Lego secrets. In a long time.
Yes. I am surprised that there's not more pictures. So like the Death Star, I mean, when it showed up, it didn't show up until about a week before that we got actual pictures. And that was really the leak from the factory. That was from the warehouse picture.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of speculation.
There was still more information on it than this Enterprise.
Yeah, there's like zero information unless these pictures that we're seeing are real.
Right.
I've not seen the pictures.
I wonder if when Alex will get, what is it, October 1st or is it Black Friday?
Black Friday is what I'm understanding.
So I wonder when our buddy will see, like, we'll get the official press release or whatever. I mean, he won't share it until he's able to, but I wonder how far in advance that he'll see it maybe.
Well, and it's funny because when he sent us the information, right? Or not information, but he sent us, what did he send? It just said something about it's really happening or something.
Right, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but at the time I was like, what did he just do? Wait a minute, what's going on? I was really confused because I thought, because I know Alex, he's not going to break his NDA and stuff, but I was like, what did he? And then I realized that it was Paramount that had released that video, and it was on YouTube. And he's been pretty clammed up about it. If he knows anything about it, he says if he knows anything, he will be clammed up, because up until this point, he said he hadn't heard anything. So
I love Lego.
yeah. Well, Heather, I'm actually buying Arkham Asylum, and I thought it was going to let me do this through my PayPal and use my PayPal balance, but it looks like it's not going to give me that option.
You're welcome, Heather.
Use the credit card.
It's been a while since I've done this, Heather. Just so you know.
Thanks, Earl. Thanks. So much for the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
You can kiss your tree goodbye.
Oh, well, you'll probably get the when that stuff is actually released, it'll probably have a decent gift with purchase, and you'll probably have 3 orders, because the Santa Claus and something will be too much. So you'll have to add something to the Santa Claus to get one gift with purchase, and then you'll have to add something to the train to get another gift with purchase, and then the tree will get you the gift with purchase. So that's 3 orders you'll have coming.
All right. It just went through, and it did use my PayPal balance. So we got it significant amount.
So it came out of the PayPal account.
Yeah. Well, most of it did. There'll be a transaction to the regular bank. I think it was only about 250 in the PayPal account right now. So but thanks for all your orders.
What did I just say? Use the credit card.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure, Earl. I like having her on here.
I'll be checking the balance as soon as I get off.
Whoops.
I think we lost all our chat subscribers.
Yeah, I see one person watching. I think that's Heather, right?
Probably. She's supposed to be moderating. So
I am. I have been.
I know.
I'm doing 2 jobs.
I don't know how to get that working better. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 people at AFoOL level, and I think Jabbo released it. I think he released it to all his members today. He did a chat comment thing, and nobody shows up. So I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea, but maybe not. Tell us in the comments, even if you. Yeah. Would you like to be in the studio audience? Or is it, I guess the thing is the people who have paid to be an AFoOL level, that's fine. I guess about half of my guys that have joined are actually in Europe, and they've already said they can't, it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, timing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably a big part of it.
I was going to say it is during the week too. So
yeah, it could be, it could just be a timing thing.
Right. They've got kids and they're getting them ready for school. And
yeah.
I mean, it's not like we talked for hours.
Some of us don't.
For hours, no. All right. I think it's time for... Oh, you want me to do it? Sorry. Hang on. I forgot it.
Are you ready, Earl? It's time for some foolish comments.
I don't like them.
You want me to autograph that?
I end up getting snarky, and I'm surprised they keep reaching out to me.
I'm not happy.
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny.
That's a good one. Why haven't I seen that one?
I don't know. You watch, right?
I know. I watched.
You must cut it off. You must cut us off before we get to the comments.
No, I do not. I watch all of it.
All right, Keel Jones first, and Ty Novell says whoopity doo. Ty Novell says second. Joey is late posting this. I hope everything is okay.
Everything is okay. I don't
Chris
know why
Bricks,
I was late, but
Chris Bricks. Speaking of parrots, I noticed the black parrot figure shows up on Pick-a-Brick. The only set it ever came in was 6081 Kings Mountain Fortress 35 years ago. I ended up buying one from Europe for $9 because it was the only piece my set was missing. However, the newer mold with the larger beak would have been just fine for me at 50 cents each. How strict are you guys about substituting slightly different molds into your vintage set? The Daily Compulsion says complete sacrilegious. It isn't the same part. So here, I will tell you, as someone who's pieced together a few sets. So I did the I can't ever remember, BNSF engine, right?
Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
And there you go. And I realized that there is which Joey just realized, there is a 1x4 dark green slope that is only in that set.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think at the time it was $7 or $8.
Yep.
There's also some dark green doors, like the doors that are on the old Legoland vehicles.
Yep.
And those are only in that set. There's also an orange piece on the front. That's only in that set. Maybe it's the windshield that's only in that set. Something orange on the front. And if you buy just those parts that are only in that, you're looking at like $50 or $60 for like 5 or 6 parts.
Right.
Wow.
So if you're building the locomotive, I used 1x3 dark green in place of the doors. I used 1x2s in place of the 1x4s.
Right.
I think I might have bought the orange part. And my train,
there's a good replacement for it.
Unless you actually know what you're looking at, you would really never know that I substituted. Now, as long as I don't try to claim it's original when I resell it, then what difference does it make?
Right, that's exactly right. If you're building it for your personal collection or to put in your city or something, it doesn't matter. You do what you got to do. But yeah, as a reseller, then you do have a little more responsibility to say, well, these parts have been substituted.
Yeah, and that's what Jabo's pet peeve is if you're looking to buy something and it'll say 99% complete, and the only thing it's missing is the 2 or 3 rare parts that are only in that set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
is it the one of the first modulars has like 1x12s or something crazy like that?
Yeah, there's some of the some of the early modulars got like the windows, and the one is
the windows, and the one. But one of them, a lot of them have like 1x12s, and you can just use. Most times, you could use 3 1x4s, and
right.
What difference does it make?
Right.
You know?
Right. Very, very little difference or structural problems.
Again, for your personal collection, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
Pasta Jensen, wow, this episode is a milestone. Joey finally killed it with a joke. Tino Bell says, yep, the joke was actually funny that Earl chuckled. Well, let me just tell you, he's back to his old self this week. Brick Vice, I have a combination of Craftsman drawers and Sterilite drawers with bags. I try to put most common in the drawers, but run out of space for the amount of lots, so I use the bags for different lots. My store is a bit unconsolidated, but I work to consolidate as I can. I work full time and have 3 kids in every sport they can do, so my time is limited, but the store does all right. Yeah, it's really all about space. That baggie is fine, and it's actually fine for storage, and it might take a little longer to pull. The only drawback to that baggie deal is when you're putting parts away. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have like 20 shoe boxes, and the idea was when a part got to be big enough for a Ziploc bag, it would go in the shoebox, and it's still a pain.
Yeah,
putting them into it. When I'm pulling an order, it's not bad, but when I'm putting parts away, it's a pain to go dig out a shoebox and
find the parts. Yeah.
Let's see. Mayo Mayo says Jabo did throw me a curveball, but I remember his video about his forest men crossing Idea Mock, and that is his favorite Forestman set. Forestman is my favorite Castle faction, so I respect Jabo's choice. For 81, my favorite is set 6383, the Public Works Center. I'm not going to pretend to be psychic for this year, so I'll guess Jabo's favorite will either be 7725 or 6075. If you bet the under 149 and a half episode number for the first 3-hour episode, you win the bet. I commented about 20 something episodes ago. Ty Novell says, my condolences, Mr. Hosko, for missing the streak. Let's see if you're correct this week. Mayo says, Ty Novell, who's Mr. Hoskins? That's not my name. Ty Novell says, my apologies, Mr. Hoskins. And then Mayo says, did you find that name on my Facebook? He might have just misprinted it. I don't know. Brick Vice, what's your store name? I know Jabo's, but the others are Jason's. Well, my store name is Mardi Gras Bricks. Jason's is Jason's Bricks and 5, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't think his is open yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's not open. Mine's BrickTrains, but it's actually W. Joey Jones. Is yours actually Mardi Gras Man 23? You were able to get that?
It's Mardi. Well, my username is Mardi Gras Man 23, but my store name is Mardi Gras Bricks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So your username is the Joey Jones, but your store name is BrickTrains.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Brick Vice, in regards to parting out, I have to have 3 of a set. I have Brickstore create a wanted list of 3 sets. I then have a large space and take all the black and check off as I go with the wanted list to make sure I don't have that white 2x2 plate in every bag problem. So in regards to, say I have 3 of a set, okay? I have Brickstore create a wanted list of 3 sets. So is he saying that he's like auditing as he's parting out? Is that what he's saying?
Sounds like it, yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense and it's audited. It's you're auditing as you go if that's what he's doing. But
I think would that not tell him if he's?
We don't have Brickstore, so Jabo would have to kind of chime in.
Yeah, Jabba would have to be there.
We don't do Brickstore, but he makes a wanted list of 3 sets because he's parting out 3.
Right.
Then he has I have a large space and take all the black and check off as I go with the wanted list to make sure I don't have that white 2x2 plate in every bag problem.
So I think what he's saying is it's a way for him to see when he's got all those white plates.
Yeah, but does that mean he's not parting out by bags? He's parting them all out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
or he's just checking them off as he goes through the bags.
Maybe.
Interesting. Brick Vice, my first ever order came about 2 months after I opened. It was a week and I just happened to see an email. Oh crap, messaged them and apologized. Picked the order and sent it. Now I check daily at the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to text you earlier and I was going to come on and like 30 minutes early so we could set my thing up.
You're shipping?
Yeah, but you see that didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, we can do it after if you want. Unless we go 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right now we're okay.
Depends how many comments we have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Biggie John 3360. I think this might be a new one.
It sounds like a new one, yeah.
Ground Advantage, since the rebranding a few years ago, now has insurance, and the weight can go up to 70 pounds, but you only get a discount up to 20 pounds. There's no need to use priority mail for packages over 1 pound, except in a few circumstances where priority mail flat rate may be a better price for some heavy things. Yeah, I noticed that a while back, is that I don't use priority as much as I used to.
Yeah, I don't get as many. Since Ground Advantage, I don't get as many that roll over into the priority mail option. So
You-
yeah,
you
ground
know
advantage
what?
is good.
I'm not seeing too many comments from Unis Lapis. I hope he's not upset with us.
Hope not. No.
Chris Gennard, I'm sensing that Bricklink segments are going to need a stinger soon. We just got one,
We
Chris.
got it.
Our production staff, I'm telling you, we can't ask for better than Jason. This was
Oh, he
great.
went for the right price.
Yeah. This was great information, though. I'm planning on opening up my own store early next year when I have some more time. I have extremely limited space, though, so I'm going to start focusing on selling sets initially. Setting up shipping has been my major deterrent so far. So much of the information was appreciated. So I will just caution you, if you're selling sets on Bricklink, that is kind of a slow burn.
Well, then you also get what Jabbo ran into. I wish he was here. He just had the problem of, and we don't know.
I think that was the eBay though. He did
It
that
was
on
eBay.
eBay.
Yeah, it wasn't Bricklink, but it's the same thing. The package, if it was damaged in shipping, then that should be covered by the shipping insurance.
Correct.
I think they're claiming, again, this is Jabbo's story to tell, but I think they were claiming that Jabbo sent them a damaged box.
Which I don't think he did.
No,
I
we would never do anything
No.
like that.
Not without sending pictures and listing it like that.
Well, and as damaged as the box was that he was showing us the pictures of, he would have never sold that. He would have just parted it out.
Exactly.
So I'm not saying the seller is trying to scam him,
It smells fishy to me.
but it
Yeah.
does seem something wrong.
Yeah. So
And the problem is Jabbo doesn't have pictures of the shipping box either. So he was, yeah.
So you will sell sets a lot faster on eBay, but you have a lot less buyer friendly on eBay, and the fees are a lot more expensive on eBay. But they will turn a lot
with the buyer.
But they'll turn a lot faster because eBay will just turn it.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Pasta Jensen at the 1 hour 34 minute mark. This went morbid. I wonder what that I wonder if we were talking about our usual what happens to our stuff when we're gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
Chris Gennard for 81. I think the 7725 electric passenger train set, the lone 12 volt of the year, was the most disappointing of all the 12 volt trains. It's interesting, but it just appears to be an economical, at the time, version of 7740. It's hard for me to consider 6075, the Yellow Castle, and 6083, Knight's Joust, as part of 81. So I chose 6383, the Public Works Center. That's my favorite set of the year. Certainly one of the more unique town sets from that time period.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, he agrees with Mayo too.
Yep.
Mr. J Fashion. I think that's what Mr. J Fashion. We're gonna go with that.
There you go.
Are not most sets just boxes of parts? Well, you are correct, sir. You got us on that one. Chef Eddie.
There might be stickers in there, so that's
not. Chef Eddie. So who is buying the new Death Star Wars set? Better get it soon if you want the whole set. Part of it comes as a gift with purchase.
What is going to happen there if they only produce? Well, first off,
are you serious?
Yeah, the little TIE fighter in the set is the gift with purchase. And the thing is a lot of times these gift with purchases may be associated, like the moving truck was associated with one of the modulars, and things, but you don't necessarily, you're not going to miss it if you don't have it. But this one, the TIE fighter goes into it has a spot in the set. So if they produce whatever 1,000
it's not
purchases,
we don't think about it that way. Think about if that Death Star stays on the shelf for 2 or 3 years, the gift with
Oh,
purchases is only available for the first round. It's not like that gift with purchase is going to be around for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
true. I hadn't thought about that.
yeah, 'cause they don't put those on the shelf.
Mm-mm.
No, well, there's always less gift with purchases than there are.
Right, right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. If it does
mean-
stay on the shelf,
I mean, let's just say that moving van went into a garage. Which one did it come with? It came with the Jazz Club, right?
yeah,
If there was a garage and the moving van went into the garage, if you bought the Jazz Club a year later off the shelf, there's no gift with purchase.
no, but you wouldn't miss the moving truck either.
No, but you'd have the garage where it went.
Well,
without
that's
the
true.
truck.
Yeah. You're right. It would if there was a garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just not right. I
No,
don't
I don't. I don't.
It's going to make
I
that
don't
little
think
TIE
so. I
fighter
mean-
pretty valuable.
I mean, if there's a spot for this particular thing, the gift with purchase, and it's actually a spot for it in the set, that doesn't make any sense to do a gift with purchase.
Well, it does to Lego
Uh-huh.
because now FOMO is kicked up to 12 at that point.
Yeah, and it's gonna make everybody who wants it really buy it that first week, I wonder if it goes on back, like this Arkham Asylum has only been out what, a week and a half.
Right.
It's on
yeah.
back order, and we can order it, and we'll get it a month late.
You
No
did.
big deal. No big deal, right? But what if you do that with the Death Star? Will the gift with purchase still be available even though it's
I'm
on
gonna
back
say
order?
no. Here's what's going to really be a bugaboo about that. Let's say it doesn't sell real well. They have a bunch of the little TIE fighters. Then they will go ahead and they put the TIE fighters on VIP points, insider points, and then they sell a bunch of the TIE fighters for however many points. And then now you got the guys buying the Death Star in a year because they finally saved up their $1,000 and they don't get the TIE fighter.
Wow.
I
didn't even realize that. Heather, I didn't know that either. I missed that also. I saw that the little TIE fighter, I thought, and everybody was upset about that, but I didn't realize it had a spot in the set for it.
Right there above the little the shuttle, the Imperial shuttle. The TIE fighter is supposed to go up in there.
Well, maybe that'll convince Jason to buy one.
We don't buy Star Wars, thank God.
What
We are Star Wars fans, but we don't buy it.
It's crazy because that's what got Joey into that basement.
It is. It is. I have a couple of the Star Wars sets from there, but yeah, we don't. I realized early on that Star Wars was going to be a never-ending thing for Lego, and there's just my OCD would just like. I didn't realize that with like the Spider-Man and the DC and the Marvel stuff, and I started buying that stuff, and it's like this isn't going to end, and in each year it's just a revisit of something that you had before.
Yeah.
Which is fine for Star Wars because what is Lego doing? Lego is selling to 13-year-old boys. Every year there's a new 13-year-old boy. So if he gets this year's land speeder or 5 year ago land speeder, he's still got a land speeder.
Yeah, but Disney is going to have to come out with another Clone Wars.
Disney's going to have to do something.
They're going to have to do something to keep interest because there's a lot of what age group like M&R.
Yeah.
He's of the age group of Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Clone Wars.
No.
And so I have no interest, but that's the kind of, they're going to have to come out with, to keep interest, they're going to have to come out with something like that to keep it going.
Yeah. Well, they got a new movie supposed to coming out in 26.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Starfighter.
Starfighter.
That's what it's called. My understanding.
That was called the Last Starfighter.
The Last Starfighter, yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Pasta Jensen. I'll make sure I didn't lose. Okay, Pasta Jensen. In those cases, you need to use the phone to authenticate work stuff, the phone needs to be supplied by the company. It's ridiculous that it's expected to use your private stuff for work. That is true. That's what I was talking about with that Microsoft authenticator, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the aggravating is. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah, we're dealing with it at work too.
Chris Kennard, sorry for being I don't know what this word is. Pedantic.
Pedantic, yes.
What does that mean? That's like, how do you spell that? Why don't you look it up? Well, if I knew how to spell it, I could look it up.
Is Chris still in the thing?
Last episode with the geography, and I'm probably being pedantic by using the word pedantic. You sure are. We'll try to control myself in the future, though at least I possibly contributed to what the heck did Earl say segment. You almost did. Ty Nobel says, whoopity doo. You made Earl lose it and laugh. Let's see. Chris Gennard, unfortunate that Jabo had to leave, so I'm adding part of my comment from the last episode for discussion. Well, Chris, you're going to have to add it one more time.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
He's not here
Sorry.
tonight. Regarding the challenge to find the earliest Lego, and I'm going to read it because I've got to read them all. I arguably know, he's talking about the Lego dinosaur. I arguably know of one before 93, set 258, the zoo, from 76 has an alternate build that can be interpreted as a dinosaur. It's shown on the last page of the instructions and it's shown on the box, on the top of the box. I've sent Joey images of the set. So Joey did share those images with us. But just leave your comment again for next week, because next week I won't be here, so Jabo will be back. Let's see. Chef Eddie says, Earl, did you know that the song Rocky Mountain High, John Denver talks about climbing the cathedral mountain, which in California, Colorado, you can tell this guy works for the post office. Now you know your packages travel all over the country before getting to you. I'm telling you, this John Denver is just a gift that keeps on giving. Unis Lapis at Tippers, there he is. I was worried about you, buddy. You might be thinking of the Cathedral Range located in Yosemite. The Cathedral Mountains are in Zion National Park here in Utah. It's still considered the Rocky Mountains, but not in Colorado. But now that I think of it, my town was only about 80 miles west of Yosemite. He could have written about the one in Yosemite and played it off as the one in Utah. On a clear day, we could see Half Dome from our town. Chef Eddie says, I don't think John Denver knew where he was. He was just driving around this mail truck going nowhere in particular. And Chris Kennard says, wasn't me this time, but certainly no argument here on the geographical ineptitude by John Denver. I guess that fits here with the Legos motto. Only good enough is best. Oh, Blah says 18th. Plastic question for Joey. Well, hang on one second, Blah. Is this another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick. Make it easy. Don't worry about making it quick.
For the molds, does certain molds have to be different depending on the color or type of plastic used? Like where some plastics had to be heated and injected differently than others to minimize defects? Or could have Lego technicians design molds that can handle any colors or types of plastic?
So, yes, the molds have to, because there's what's called a shrink rate. So some plastics will, as they cool, will be a different size when they get to just room temperature. So they shrink. They're usually smaller. Oddly enough, ABS, just regular ABS, and polycarbonate. Ooh, almost said a bad thing there. Sorry. Stop, Alexa. They have very, very, very similar shrink rates. So it is possible, and I don't know that Lego does this or did it, but they could, for the clear parts, they could run them with ABS in the same mold, and the shrink rate should have allowed them to have the same part. But the parts that are like Technic parts are not made out of not all of them are made out of ABS. Axles and some of the other pieces are actually made out of a different plastic. And that plastic, and I took the stinger down for that too, whatever the name of that one plastic was. At any rate, those do have a different shrink rate. So the mold would actually have to be a little bit different. You wouldn't be able to just run ABS and everything and get the same part. It would be a different size. It would end up being a different size part because of the shrink rate. So yeah, it is. They do have to know what plastic they're going to run through the mold. The extrusion part of it, unless it's like a really crazy, super high temp plastic, the extruders can usually run pretty much any plastic. You might have to change the screw geometry just to push the plastic through better, but the machine doesn't care. You just turn the heat up to whatever it needs to be and mold away. But if you want to get the exact same part dimensions, you need to know the plastic that's going to be ran through it.
But the dyes and the colors doesn't have any effect.
So yeah, and that's right. His question was asking about the colors. So the colors typically are just a additive that. So the color would be different depending on the different plastics, because like polycarbonate is actually clear. ABS is milky white. So to get red in polycarbonate versus milky white ABS, the color concentrate would be different, but the molding process would be the same, and the colors shouldn't affect. There is a problem with maybe some of the nylons, and there's other higher temp products that they do use, and I don't know if the color concentrates would actually work for all of them or not. So let's see, but we'll add that comment about the dinosaur for example. Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
Right. What the heck, Lego?
So, all right. Mrs. Brick on Brick. We have to use the Microsoft authentication at work also. Authenticator. Well, no, she said authenticator. Yeah, same thing. But we all had to sign a memo saying no personal phones when working. When I pointed out the contradiction, all I got was this very true. And then Joey says, I went about a month without signing in and out of the operation because we are not allowed to have cell phones in the plant, company or personal. I found out that it is not allowed to use apps like Authenticator in Europe on a personal device for a company biz. So ours is it even has a thing on the computer. So you got to, accept it with your phone, and then you got to put the code in on the computer. And then it says, remember this device for 21 days. And yes. And then you could go back an hour later, and guess what? It don't remember nothing. You got to do it again.
Yeah. That was a big one that I argued with a lot of upper management people over that, and still lost. Still do it.
Chuck's Bricks. This episode went so long, I expected Jabo to return from work and jump back in.
Jabo probably did return. He just didn't realize we were still doing it.
Ty Novell says, sadly, he didn't.
No.
Contra Bricks build. So a pick-a-brick closed down because of silly Trump. No, I don't know about that. We don't like politics, Contra, so we're going to keep on moving. Kona Dog B. Another great episode. You finally made it to the Avengers Endgame level over 3 hours.
Yeah.
So in a couple weeks, Jabo's going to be back and I'll be back and we'll be back to our group. We might invite Jason. We're going to go 4 hours and we're going to give you an intermission at the 2 hour mark so we can all use the restroom.
Yeah.
You used to get viewers to buy just sets and pieces. Now you're trying to get us to open up Bricklink store. My favorite set of 81 is 6075, the Yellow Castle. I'm
Yep.
no Mayo, but I guess that Jabo's favorite set is the 1064 Dacta Buildings. He might have picked that one.
Yeah,
See
that's
you
a
all
good.
in 2 weeks. Ty Novell, picking the Yellow Castle as an 81 set is a bit of a cheat though. That's the year it was released in North America, but the rest of the world had the same Yellow Castle 375 and 78.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can
That-
pick it. That means you just get to pick it in 2 different years.
Yeah, if you like it that much.
That's right.
Billy 2796. I enjoy hearing how the Bricklink store works. Well, thank you. We're glad somebody out there did.
Yeah. I will have to say that was a lot to sit through for 3 hours because
Yeah.
I know
So
some people love it.
I have a buddy, my buddy Jason. He's working on getting his store, and he's actually he's uploading a bunch of vintage figs right now.
Oh wow.
And so he's got a bunch of questions he wants to ask us. So I told him once he gets all set up, he can come on and
Yep.
And
We'll do another 3-hour
more than happy to do another one.
I'm gonna give Jabo control, or we'll tutorial him into doing it from his screen. I know I was frustrating the crap out of him. I told Joey to stop, but he won't.
Brickspace. Remember, we are many that are annoyed by having to install and open all these apps to use our devices. Being told that you're just one customer is how you're made to believe to stand alone. Yep, that's us fussing about these apps.
Yep.
Lego loving lady, a real chuckle at the opening joke and an awesome info on opening a Bricklink store. I watch, listen as I build or commute from work. I have an hour drive. You guys get me through the drive home and completing Wicket the new Ewok set.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a good. It's funny how that set looks pretty decent compared to the Chewbacca. That looked horrible.
Yeah.
LOL. At one point, someone said, "If anyone is still listening to this," and I was like, "I wonder if I'm the only one that made it this far." Was around the time when Jabo had to go. Sorry, Joey, you're not the only one with the joke. Groceries or Lego? Great episode, guys. I've been debating on reopening a Bricklink store. I closed mine back in 2010 when the kids were in cheerleading and baseball. And I just didn't have the time. I need to downsize, though. If something happens to me, the missus isn't going to know what to do with all of this. The kids don't want it. I sold my G.I. Joe collection a few years back as a bulk lot, and I feel like I got ripped off. So that's not an option either. I did that same thing, groceries or Lego, but I did it right before the collecting boom. I did it probably, I don't know, probably 20, 25 years. I did mine, and I was able to piece stuff out, and then I got to the end where I just lotted stuff together, and I'm looking back, I'm feeling like I got ripped off too. At the time, I thought I was doing good,
Right.
Ty Novell, Earl losing it at Joey's opening joke is great. Yeah, that was a good one. Udis Lapis ad Tempest, that was a great joke. And if there's one thing I've learned is you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. That's called a mic drop. That's why I've never counted my money while sitting down at the table. There'll be time for that later.
Well,
Udis
I'm
Lapis,
no gambler.
and Udis Lapis is a fan of Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh man, Udis Lapis ad Tempest. I'm gonna read this because we read all the comments, but please redo this one for next week for Jabo. I think this is from 2 weeks ago, and he had to leave before the comments, so leave it again next time. First, thanks Jabo for answering the last question. That was actually going to be my next question about the boxes outside. My mom called those B boxes as a kid. I thought the B stood for something like A, B, or C. They called them B boxes because that's where all the bees like to nest. As for the last episode's question, what I meant to ask about the central office buildings, the ones that house the big main distribution frames, growing up I just called them frames because of those giant racks packed with thousands of wires running the switches. Do they still have those in central offices in Georgia? Keel Jones, let's make the phone company question a regular segment. So, Unis Lapis, please copy and paste that into this week's comments for Jabo for next week.
Yep.
Unis Lapis, reading all our funny, hilarious, and random fact conversation makes about as much sense as trying new foods on a Lego podcast.
Food podcast. Uh-oh.
I think you said I don't have any friends.
I don't have any friends.
That's why I love both. I've been to that store when you get all those unique foods. Jason, I keep track of what I want to get and not to get. The next time I go over there, that is where I go to try new hot sauces. I'm talking whatever the hottest ones they make. The past few have been a disappointment. They claim to be extremely hot. They are not. I will go through a bottle in about a week. Uh, you need to look up the Hot Wings show. Is it
Yeah,
just
hot ones.
Yeah, hot ones. And you need to find the bomb. That's the one you need to find is the bomb, Unis Lapis.
Woof.
Brittany McCubbin, 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's a good thing I'm retired now. Unis Lapis, no, Jason, my bricks don't turn gray. They literally stay the same color or whatever color it is the entire time. It's great. It's fun not to tell colors apart, except when I play Uno. I used to hate that game until they came out with the new cards that have symbols on them for the different colors. I used to just rely on matching the numbers or things like how my Rubik's Cube is solved for me. Or like when I wear a brown on St. Patrick's Day, I have to laugh at it. I respect the manager at the Lego store. I know I can go to him and ask him what color the pieces are on the pick-a-brick wall. This is also why I only use Lego Building app. I don't mind paper instructions, but because of the instructions on the app is backlit, I can match the shade easier to the parts. And on the paper instructions, when they show pieces on the top or connecting to other pieces or a group of pieces, I can't tell where it's at because of the colors. On the app, I can zoom in and rotate to know where to place it. Well, that's never thought of that.
No, yeah. What do you think about the colors, Heather, and the instructions?
Not a big fan on some of them because I have sat here for hours at times looking for a specific color that I know is in there, and because it's showing it to me in the book, and it's not the same color. It is a different color.
Have
so
you
they
ever
don't that it doesn't match.
have you ever been building something and you get about let's say you get on like step 30 and you need a 1x2 dark gray and you can't find it, but you have a 1x2 black?
Yes.
And you're like, uh-oh. And then you flip back and you're like, on step 8, you use the wrong color.
Exactly.
So how do you handle that, Heather? Joey, bring me a gray 1x2.
Yeah, sometimes I yell at Joey if he's home. And sometimes I get frustrated and take a deep breath and start taking it apart. If it's
gonna matter.
Yes, if it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
If it's not gonna be seen, put that sucker in there. I don't care.
Ty Novell, 1981 was the first year I got my first Lego set. 6681. Cool. Sadly, I only have pieces left from that set. My favorite set from the year, 6822, with the grabby arms and the red spaceman. The grabby arms.
Yeah, yeah. What was the number? I know what he's talking about. 6682?
Yeah, 6822.
Oh. Space Digger. Here, I'll show you. Here it comes.
Oh yeah. I had okay. I had the one that I had the. I think it was some kind of Space Command or whatever, and it had one of them things on the front, and you could switch out a bucket or a
Yep.
mine detector or something. Yeah. Ty Novell, I like how Jason is asking additional questions based on the comments being read, like how they used to on Breaking News. Ty Novell, AT&T question for Joey.
Uh-oh.
Reposted from the previous episode. Okay, well, this is. I know it says AT&T, but it has something to do. This another plastic deal.
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick.
Is the plastic used for the Lego fiber optic system, the FOS, sets in the 90s the same as the plastic used for the data transmissions by phone companies for data?
That is an excellent question. I'm going to say yes, because the way that works, it kind of only works one way. It's not like you could just throw any kind of plastic in there and make that work. Now, I don't know that the quality that AT&T uses in interfiber optics are the quality that Lego used. My guess is the Lego didn't manufacture that fiber optics, that they just bought the material already made. But yeah, I would say, I don't know for sure, but I would say that probably is a very similar process and material.
Well, there you have it. Ty Novell, so when the AFoOL podcast go live from Brick Slopes, that would be epic to have you guys in one place doing a show. That would be pretty cool. You know, Jabbo will be the first one to retire. So maybe when he retires, we could plan some kind of weekend trip, for that.
We got to get, we got to find something. I mean, we can't even get the three of us together.
I know. Ty Novell, whoopity-doo, and congratulations on going over 3 hours. I can't believe Jason stayed for the whole time as well.
I don't think Jason believes he stayed for the whole time.
I don't think Tanya was happy he stayed for the whole time. Would it be possible to make Jason the fourth co-host? LOL. Yeah, he's a really good guy. He's our production staff. He jumps in whenever we need him to.
Yep.
He'll probably be here in a couple weeks for the next one, taking my spot.
On the next one for sure, yeah.
Let's see. Ty Novell, another great episode. Listening this in part over the weekend so that Joey will get additional views. I wonder if there are people who would actually watch or listen to all this in one sitting. Probably not.
Probably not.
unless you're building a big set and you've got, you just got it on in the background. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, the thing there is trying to pay attention to what we said and building something. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
That's the problem. Okay, a-holes.
Space.
I'm sorry I didn't comment on the last episode. School is back and the beginning of the year is very hectic. I'm behind on all of the podcasts and breaking news episodes from Brick Slopes. Anyway, I learned a lot about Bricklink, even though I don't have a store. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you sticking around for the whole thing. Let's see. Joe Bowling says, what's the longest time you've gone between buying a sealed Lego set and actually opening it up to build it? I get what Earl was saying about the longer you wait to build a new set, the less you want to open it. I have a Star Wars sets I bought in 2000 that I meant to build, but I didn't get to do them after about 3 years. I knew I was never going to open those boxes. I think probably the oldest set I have that I bought sealed that I want to build but I don't want to open is the Mixer. That's pretty old, I think.
Yeah.
What is that, 10 years? It's got to be at least 10 years, 10 or 12 years.
I regret. I have the Mixer set, but I ended up opening it to get some parts out of it. So it's no longer sealed or whatever, but yeah.
Well, that gives you an excuse to build it and kind of so you can find the parts that you took out.
Yeah. The one that I haven't built okay, the question is which one have you, how long have you gone to where you built it, but you
What's the longest you've gone between buying a new and sealed Lego set? So the oldest set you have that you bought, that you opened, and
I think right now it's got to be the shuttle carrier, because I intended to build that one, and I still intend to build that one, and we got it pretty quick after it came out, and I still haven't built it. But that was the
birthday.
Yeah. Well, that was it. Yeah. So how many months ago was that now?
May.
I don't know. I've probably went 6 or 8 months, probably.
Yeah. I have sets that are decades old that I've not opened, that I bought new, but I never
did you intentionally buy them to not?
You know how I was buy one to keep and one sealed, but I got sets that I never have opened because I never intended to open them.
Yeah, so I have I intended to build all my modulars, and I have all but the first 3, but I haven't built probably the last, I don't know how many, because I have nowhere to put them if I build them. So it's kind of like, I want to build them, but I don't have anywhere to put them. So I don't open them. But I don't want to not buy them.
Yeah, because I get it. It's FOMO deluxe, right? But all my modulars I've opened and built.
Yeah,
but I put them in the city.
But you put them in the city, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question. It's a very good question. Let's see. TT Bricks. The worst part and why I never opened a Bricklink store is the uploading. It took forever and too many codes for slight differences. I had a load of tires and it broke me. I just gave them to a school in the end. But I wasn't parting out complete sets. I wanted to get rid of all the pieces I never used. I solely build castles. Well, if you use I think if you're uploading used parts, the way to go is BrickStore and use BrickTsar.
Yes, because BrickStore has that built into it now.
Yes, yeah. You just use BrickTsar and it recognizes the part, and you just put the quantity in, and it does all the work for you. Not like the old way where you had to know the part number or the category
But that putting in used parts that from bulk, I think, is the hardest way to go as far as putting parts,
especially by yourself part-time, like as a hobby, like we do it.
Yes.
That's all you're doing,
right?
Then that's where you make a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, that's Bricks and Giggles. That's all she does. Stacy. She is, all her parts are used part, and she sorts through and only picks the best parts to even put in her store. But YouTube and Bricklink is the only thing she does. I guess she does some craft stuff too, but that's how she makes her living.
Yeah.
But that's work for her, and yeah, that's a lot of work.
SG Brick, or as I like to call him, Sega Bricks. The 1 hour and 41 minute mark. The 10,000 insider points. It didn't show up for me, so I found the terms via Google, and not everyone can enter. 3 of the 4 neighboring countries can enter, but not Belgium.
That's crazy.
Eligible countries are Austria, Canada, excluding Quebec, Denmark, Estonia, France, excluding the French overseas departments or territories, and the Principality of Monaco. I wonder why. Germany, Netherlands, Norway, Republic of Ireland, Slovakia, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Greetings, SG from Belgium. That's interesting. I wonder why.
I don't know. They must have some kind of weird quirky law or something. I mean, obviously.
On bricks, for me, the set of the year in '81 would be the 6383 Public Works Center. Boy, a lot of people like that one. A set I have never seen physically, but always dreamed of in my childhood. Best book from '81 would be 7777, a book that I got sometime in the '80s and has been worn out over the years. There you go. That's the best book. So you still got to pick the best set. Chris Gennard, in reference to this episode's title, I did watch a lot of Gilligan's Island's reruns when I was young. It's been some time since I've seen one. Apparently, Tina Louise is still alive. Also, to tie this into recent comments, Gilligan was played by Bon Denver. Unfortunately, no relation to John Denver. My wife's funny about that. We'll be watching football games.
Yep.
And she'll see somebody's last name and she'll say, "Huh? You think he's related to somebody we know?" I'm like, probably not. Chris Gennard. Oh, hang on. Is this another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick.
A quick plastic question for Joey that maybe he's answered, as I haven't taken a close look at his color chart. Is the milky white color used in those 70s antenna and pre-Technic axles the natural color of ABS plastic? Ooh,
it is. Yes,
question.
It is. Now, some of the little train coupler that had like a flat 2x2 on it, and then those are actually made out of nylon. But yeah, some of those antennas and stuff, that's just that. To the best of my knowledge, yeah, that is just ABS, milky white ABS.
So that's like milk jugs. That's
well,
like
that's different.
Those little trays, those little milky trays, colored
different
trays.
Plastic, yeah, but it's kind of the same color,
right?
Yeah, but that what we were talking about earlier, you just can't put any different kind of material in your mold. So they were making those unless they were making those antennas out of something else to start with, then the ABS would be a natural ABS as what that would look like. So yeah, that's the color of natural ABS without any kind of coloring. It would be that white, creamy, milky white. But those milk trays that me and Jabbo love, that is milk jug, and that's why we call them milk trays, is because it's made out of the same material as milk jugs are made out of.
I wonder why Lego doesn't use that color, non-dyed color for any parts today.
I don't know. Good question.
Dusty King, over 3 hours, and then you whipped out Jason, and that was an indie vault pun. Jabbo, have you tried turning it off and on again? Yeah, I guess that didn't work then. Mtron's Mega Magna Core Magnetizer has to be the best set of 1990. If you want a confusing time travel film to watch, Predestination. Finally, I'd better fold with back of the box builds is a good site for finding picks for alternate builds and box picks. Huh. Back of the box builds. I guess it's a website, huh? Yeah, it's a good site for finding picks of alternate builds and box. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Back of the box builds.
So the homework assignment was watch Deja Vu. Did anybody watch Deja Vu? I don't see one comment about anybody watching Deja Vu. And apparently you didn't watch it either, Joey.
No.
That's the homework assignment, Heather. You got to find Deja Vu and watch Deja Vu. And then the last comment is from our good buddy, Jason. And he says, I guess it took to cut your comments in half was either a boring guest or all that talk about a Bricklink store. Thanks for having me again and ruining your podcast to answer my Bricklink questions. Jason, you could never ruin our podcast. And Unis Lapis says neither. It was the guilt for commenting so much on everyone's comments. One, we enjoy seeing the crossovers from the two Lego podcasts. the only 2 that's worth watching. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
he says, number 2, even though I would never open a Bricklink store, I still found it interesting. I am constantly looking for better ways to store my parts and make it easier for me to find. So these things are really good for your personal collection.
Yeah.
And even you could even go one step further. Instead of putting a number on it like we do, you could tape or glue the part that's in it. So you'd have one drawer with all 2x2s, and you just glue a 2x2 on the outside of it.
I've seen that where people they organize them in these things and by color, by type, the wings, and, because we talked about in that episode that it doesn't matter what drawer we put the parts in,
right?
Because we're going to get a list and it says go to this drawer, get that part. But if you're a mock builder and you're using these, I can see the advantage of maybe grouping them in green pieces together or plates together or something like that. Because
if you're using them for your personal collection, you definitely want to sort them some kind of way, whether that's by type and don't worry about the color, or by color and it might be plates, but you don't worry about the size of plates.
Right.
You put all the 1x and together, all the 2x together, or whatever system works for you.
Right. Because to be honest, for mock building, I mean, I have to go to the store and look up the part, which means, I got to know what part is I need, look it up, and then go find the drawer that it's in. Because essentially they are in a random order in my store. When the yours too, and Jabo's too. Just random. So I had this note on my desk the other day, and a bucket of parts or a drawer of parts sitting there in my chair, because that's what I've told Dakota. I said, if you pull a drawer, and he has to randomly open them up and look. This was a shoebox, and it was a bunch of big bricks that he was just trying to bulk build some stuff. And yeah, I got 40 or go 40, but I got 40. I was like, well, I appreciate the fact that he told me he got 40, because there's like 300 in that one shoebox. So I would have to count them the other way.
You should put you should do a Dakota's tab. Okay, that's 80 cents. That's $1.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because when he tells me, wow, I need this, I need that, and I always say, you need or you want?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I need them. So, but then when I don't have them, then it's like he's got to go. He's got to go to the internet. We got to buy them. We got to look for them. Then we're all about how much is it going to cost? Because now it's like, well, I got to put out some money for these. So what are you going to sort out for me?
So Jason has some comments.
Yeah, I've been popping them up on the screen while you've been looking down.
Kenny Rogers was the milkman. Jason says, I'm proud to be the only person on earth I guess everybody could see these.
Yeah.
You're right, Jason. You are the only person who's met us, all three of us.
Yep.
He bought Star Wars sets for his son when they went to Legoland. I thought you bought the Indiana Jones sets for your son.
I think he bought them too, but his son probably opened them, or maybe Jason did.
Yeah.
So, yes, Back of the Box Builds is a website. I can't speak to it, and I've only pulled it up, so won't say anything about it, but it might be something worth trying, looking at. It's got some cool looking pictures so far I've seen. So BOTBB, Back of the Box Builds.
Are you still awake down there, Heather?
Oh yeah.
Well, you get to do the outro. You know how Jabba does it?
I told Joey that I was not doing that. Because you'll get my Heather's Little Corner outro.
Well,
you don't want that.
You could probably do it if you thought about it. I won't be able to tie in the joke.
I can never remember the joke.
Yeah, something about pickpocketing a dwarf. Oh my goodness!
Because he was too small.
He was too short. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, we've made it almost 2 hours. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
He's here.
Guess who does get to do the outro?
There he popped in just to do it.
Actually, I was trying to catch you when you were done, but that's okay.
Oh, you got Bricklink questions?
I do have one, but that's all right. I've been parting out. After I get this uploaded, I will have 25,000 parts and
Woo!
1,200 lots in my store. So I've been busy.
Yeah,
You
you
have
been
been.
busy.
You have been.
That's in about a week and a half time.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yep. This is my store.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You get to a point where the way
Where I
Bricklink,
hate Lego, yes.
no, the way Bricklink works is you kind of you get to a point where you part out a set and then you want to just do it and do it and do it and do it, and then you're like burnt out and you won't. You might go 2 months before you part out anything.
Yeah.
I kind of worked through all of those stages.
The
The problem is I have a lot of parts still to part out. So,
well,
anyway.
and that's the thing. When you're starting it, yeah, when you're starting it and you're trying to get a whole bunch of stuff in it, it does kind of get burnt out on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep.
But it's good if you stay in, because I've seen people who turn to the Bricklink, just going to Bricklink to support their hobby, and then the Bricklink becomes everything they do, and they don't do Lego anymore.
Yeah,
they don't
I've known people that have done that, and it really kind of ruins their love of Lego. So that's the thing I'm worried about.
Well, you can't just get that wrapped up. Once you get kind of
you can't
settled
just
down,
do that and that's all you do. You have to, kind of like me and Joey. Like we both have. Joey has a lot more than I have stuff that at any, it's like, okay, today I'm just going to part out some sets, and you do it today, and then it might be 2 or 3 weeks, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do some more.
Right.
Well, the problem I have is I have years of backlog that I'm trying to get
Yeah.
added in there, and
Yeah,
I'm finding it interesting when parting out. Like I understand why you guys talk about, I won't part out 1 or 2 sets.
yeah,
I still have some that I'm going to do that way, but I also, like, I parted out 24 of one set. That was a different kind of problem, even though it was a smaller set.
Yeah.
The one I have here is the Dark Falcon. It was 5 of them, but it's a big set. It's 1,500 pieces, right? So, yeah, it takes time, but anyway.
Yeah, it's everything has its challenge.
I know. My wife, she did ask me. She's like, "So is this what our life is for the rest of forever? You're just sitting down here pulling Lego sets apart?" I said, "No, it's like any business. You got to get it going, and then it's good to go."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, you just gotta work at it slowly once you get going. Or at least that's what I do, I guess. I don't know.
So did you hear our advice for the next golly, what were we talking about?
The price hiker,
Yeah,
the 3D printed parts.
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I heard it. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Alex will have no clue.
Well, that's about par for the course. Doesn't matter what I throw up there. Art sets. I thought it was funny. The last one, he's like, "Oh, the guy at the show told me." I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna nail it then." And
Right.
he's guessed way off. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
He missed it.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well,
Hey, did you want me to take it out for real?
Yeah.
sure, if you want to, go for it.
This is way better. 3 minutes is way better than 3 hours. That's all I gotta say. Unless you're watching, you should watch all 3 hours. But anyways, we want to tell Jabo we did it without him. Well, you guys did. I just showed up now. And we hope to see him next week. 2 weeks, I guess.
Yep.
And for those of you that have enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, tell your enemies.
Oh no, wait.